Oh, Mr. Andrew Gillum, you were a bad, bad boy.
And now at 5, former gubernatorial candidate Andrew Gillum is responding to an incident involving crystal meth on Miami Beach overnight. West Avenue, where a man was treated for a possible drug overdose. That man was taken to a hospital. When officers went to speak to Mr. Gillum, they say he was unable to communicate because he was so out of it. In the police report, 3 bags of crystal meth were found on the bed and floor of the hotel room. Gillum has released a statement. It reads in part, "I was in Miami last night for a wedding celebration when first responders were called to assist one of my friends."
And this is his friend, Travis Dyson. He is a male escort down in Miami.
While I had too much to drink, I want to be clear that I have never used methamphetamines. I apologize to the people of Florida for the distraction this has caused our movement. He went on to say he's going to spend the next few weeks with his family and appreciates the privacy at this time.
What's going on, everybody? Soliaka here, and we're going to be talking about Andrew Gillum and the little incident that he was involved in that had meth. There was meth in the room. He was in the bathroom throwing his brains up. There was another person. Let me get his name real quick. His name was Mr. Dyson. Mr. Dyson is a male escort down in Miami. Is a male escort down in Miami. He was the one that was overdosing. We have Andrew Gillum in the bathroom throwing up in the toilet. And we have a Mr. Aldo Mejias, and he was the one. Aldo is the one that called the police. So we got Mr. Dyson, male escort, Andrew Gillum, and we have Aldo Mejias, who called 911 while these guys were basically, I'm going to assume that they were all overdosing, because once again, the guy that was on Mr. Dyson, he was on the bed throwing up, overdosing, while Andrew Gillum was in the bathroom throwing up, and he was probably on his way to overdosing. We don't know, because, we'll never know, because he said in some of the stuff that he said, "Oh, I've never done meth."
While I had too much to drink, I want to be clear that I have never used methamphetamines. I apologize to the people of Florida for the distraction this has caused our movement.
Well, you're in a bedroom with a male escort, and there's 3 baggies of meth, and the guy is overdosing in your room.
So, one of the things that happens when people use meth sometimes is they make different choices than they normally would. They make more unsafe choices, they don't use protection, they do unsafe sexual practices. This is very common because you're really fucking high, and it's a particular kind of drug that can make you really, really horny and high at the same time.
Yeah, it has a tendency to bring out things that might be sort of like under the surface a little bit. Maybe you have this little suppressed fantasy of, watching transgendered, individuals, having sex or something, or some sort of fetish that is kind of untapped. It can definitely bring that to the surface.
Or in the room, and you're in that room. And he said I was at a wedding. Mr. Dyson has gone onto Twitter and said he didn't know nothing about any wedding that Andrew Gillum was supposed to supposedly be at. So a lot of this is really, really fishy. you'll see the police report. It's probably not the best police report. I'm trying to find a really good clip of it so that you can see its entirety. But there were body cams were worn and they were used, and I know that there were photos taken. So I will be public records requesting that on Monday or Tuesday, whatever day they're open, and I will be getting an update when I get all that information. These are politicians. These are people that want to try to control us. They want to create laws for us, and they can't even, and they do stuff like this. No. You can't. If you made a mistake in your past, we can look past that. But right now, as you're trying to do things and you're trying to be an influence on Florida law or anything, and you get caught with an escort, known escort, meth in the room, and he was so incoherent that he couldn't even function. That's what the police said. So obviously something was going on. Andrew Gillum's a family man. He's got 3 kids, a wife. I don't know. We're going to find out more. Wait till the body cam footage comes out, because that's really going to show the truth. That's going to show what was going on inside this room, because we can see the police report, which I think was actually tamed down a lot. If some of us would have been in the same thing, this probably would have, I don't know, who knows. So we'll wait for that body cam footage. Once that body cam footage comes out, everything will be different. We'll see exactly what went inside that room when the police showed up. Is it going to show Andrew Gillum throwing up in the bathroom? Is it going to show the guy ODing on the bed? What's it going to show and give the real truth behind this? And once again, Andrew Gillum wasn't in that room because he rented a room. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna go rent this room for myself as Andrew Gillum. He was in another bedroom with another man that's a known escort. So we can paint the picture. Once I get the body cam footage, everything will make more sense, or we'll get a little bit better understanding. But from what I understand, between what I've seen, sorry, Mr. Gillum, you kind of messed up, and you messed up, and now you're trying to hope this goes away, and it's not going to go away, not by any stretch of the imagination. So don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button, all that good stuff. And I'm going to get out of here. Soliaker. Deuces.